Good evening to you. Can you give us a sense of exactly how the President's message was received this evening?
Good evening, Bongani. We saw quite a good response from the few people I spoke to on the sidelines of this forum. An investment banker from Cape Town saying to me that he goes to Japan very often, and this message that President Cyril Ramaphosa delivered is exactly the type of thing that people want to hear. They want to hear about stability, they want to hear about opportunities and opportunities for growth. So it was well received from the few people I spoke to on the sidelines. President Ramaphosa giving a speech where he was encouraging people very strongly to come to South Africa and to come to the rest of the continent, reiterating that South Africa is the gateway to the continent, saying that people can make money if they come here. There are opportunities and there's time to get in early, speaking about the free trade agreement that we have on the continent, and saying that now is the time for Japanese companies, Japanese business to come in and collaborate with Africans, and stressing to the African nations that were here that South Africa and the rest of the continent needs to try and move away from commodity-based economy only. We need to start manufacturing more things. We need to start taking a look at diversifying the kind of things that we are selling to the rest of the world. Speaking about this, about $64 billion that South Africa and Africa exports to Asia, and about $8 billion of that is to Japan, and saying that that needs to grow, obviously in line with his hunt, as he put it, where he sent out his lions and his lionesses to try and hunt for investment in South Africa, saying that the only way that we can change the economic conditions in our country is to ensure that government, business, private sector, public sector, labor unions all work together to try and see how we can grow business and change the lives of South Africans. Bongani, that's just a wrap of what took place a little bit earlier on here at the convention centre. It's back to you in studio.
Thank you, Nzinga. Qunta there on the line from the Sandton Convention Centre, where the President spoke a little bit earlier on, saying that Africa is ready for business. The engines are ready, trying to get foreign investment, not only to the continent, but specifically to South Africa, as part of that ambitious plan to raise $100 billion for the South African economy in the next 5 years. That's a wrap of that story and, of course, the address that he gave a little earlier on. Stay with us. We've got more for you after.